Good morning, everyone.
Well, hello there.
I just need to go turn off the music.
Oh,
Hold
there's
on.
music.
There it is.
All right.
Pause. All right. Wonderful. Oh, now back up to comments. Good
Quite a few
morning.
comments. Hello.
Can you hear us all right? We are using a new setup, using a camera and mics, and we want to make sure you can hear us.
I bet you can.
Bill says, good morning, everyone.
Morning, Bill.
P&J's Homestead. Hi.
Mm.
Kim says yes. So I think that means they can
That
hear
means
us.
they can hear. Good. Well, I hope so.
Good morning.
Hey, cheers to you. We woke up again. That's always a good day, right?
6 feet above, or yeah, not
6 feet under.
feet under. Yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
I was unable to edit a video this week. Life just kind of got in the way. So Gary looked at me. He's like, well, let's go
just
live.
do a live. I mean, why not? We haven't done a live and haven't had a chance to talk with you guys in person for quite a while. So here we are.
Yes, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking here. Bill, thank you. My Alaska, he says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button.
Hey, Bill, thanks a lot.
I think this is only our second or third live. Actually, I think it's our fourth.
Oh, is it that many?
Fourth live. We don't do these very often.
Yeah.
But we are trying it today.
So, for you all that are not in Alaska, I would gladly accept winter back up here. Sorry for all the snowfall and cold weather down in Florida and Mississippi and Georgia, Alabama. Please send it back up here.
Yeah.
We really need it.
I think every Alaskan will tell you this is getting ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, it's almost 40 degrees right now, and it's just snow is gone. It's just crazy.
Well, we have a little bit of snow. Truly, as you enter into Wasilla, which is 15 miles down the road, they literally have no snow left.
That's true.
But up here in Houston and north, like my Alaska Bill, he'll probably tell you.
He's probably got a foot of snow on the ground still, and it's colder.
It's a weird little weather line. Once you cross Big Lake, come into Houston, the snow returns. So we do have maybe 4 inches on the ground, compact.
It's rock hard.
Rock hard.
Yeah.
Our driveway is like a skating rink. Mm-hmm. The poor dogs, they go out and they're slipping and sliding. And
well, because there's the grass out there where they go to do their job, and the snow is melted to just below grass level, if that makes sense. So it's super icy out there now. They're having a hard time. But yeah, this winter is really different for us.
Yeah, Bill says it's not supposed to be below freezing until Sunday.
That's what I saw, and then we're supposed to go into like a 0 degree thing next week, or a week and a half.
Cheryl, P&J says they have our weather, and Cheryl, they got 6 inches of snow in Louisiana.
Oh my gosh.
It's melting quickly, though.
Well, I'm sure it is, but yeah, because the ground's warm kind of there. So, when it snows here, our ground is so cold, it sticks.
Oh, here's an interesting comparison. Bill says he's got 8 inches of snow right now because they got 2 inches of snow the other night.
Like actually fresh, soft snow, Bill, or is that the compacted, old, crusty snow?
I think it's old, crusty, but the 2 inches.
Yeah, the 2 inches are new.
So Gary did leave last weekend for a cabin trip and left me alone for 3 days.
Yes.
And half of that time, it got cold. It got below freezing. I actually ran the wood stove for a day and a half. But then once it hit 40 again, I'm like, I'm going to let that burn out.
Running under wood stove and much over 25 degrees outside, it's too hot. It's just too hot in the house.
Well, and also the weather forecast had called for sunny skies.
Yeah.
And with these windows, even in the winter, it heats up the house really well.
That was planned. But yeah, I was out on a snow machine trip with 3 old dudes and a kid. And I'm kind of glad the kid was there because.
So the kid, if you watched our videos from last winter when we went to Valdez for the snow machine hill climb, Wyatt Wildman Nelson, the winner of the Valdez hill climb, King of Kings, that's who went out with him.
So.
He actually is the son-in-law of our good friends Mike and Bobby.
So so Mike and Burke and actually Wyatt were all riding on these wide track machines, the workhorse kind of machines, and I'm on my little toy play machine. Not a mountain sled or anything like that. It's a crossover. But anyway, it's a skinnier track, and trying to break trail through this 3 to 5 feet of windblown, sugary, whatever the heck snow conditions it was. It was kind of difficult at times. Honestly, it was easier to not ride in the trail, but to break my own trail. But because we're establishing a route into a specific location, I didn't want to get off trail and make a bunch of different tracks. So we're trying to establish a good trail. So I was following in track with everybody else. But it was a fun time. There's a lot of stuck opportunities. There's a lot of challenging opportunities. There's some playtime, fun time. Had a lot of good time with the guys and ate well. Amazing Northern Lights. Was that Friday night? I guess it was.
Oh
my gosh.
We did put some pictures of that on our Living Free Alaska Facebook group page.
Yep.
If you want to pop in there and join our private Facebook group.
You putted around.
I putted around the house a little.
Oh, hey. How were your meals?
I didn't eat well. I think for 2 days I ate meat sticks, but that's okay. I didn't starve, but I didn't eat well either.
Why?
Because I don't cook. You're my cook. But I did put around a little, did some work. I did another crafting class with my girlfriends, and I made this little sign that says "Adventure Awaits." Just a little door sign. It was a lot of fun. Just got together with about 7 of my girlfriends and hung out and drank and talked and made crafts.
Yep.
And then Saturday I went to Anchorage and did some running around.
Yep. Costco around, a couple of the business expenses and this and that.
I had every plan to film, but I didn't because my girlfriend Bobby went with me. So that's kind of why we're lacking content this week. Sometimes it's awkward to pick up the camera. I don't like to do that to my friends. It's kind of something just Gary and I do.
Well, that's kind of how I was too, with 3 other guys in a cabin in a small, we're not talking about huge, we're in bunks and this and that.
Like a 12 by 12 room.
Well, a little bit bigger than that, but I didn't want to just bring out, hey guys, this is what we're doing. It wasn't appropriate. So I did get some great video and some photos of some of our travels. But given the snow conditions, it was difficult to video while underway.
Yeah.
Because it's just one of those things. I could have put a GoPro on my helmet or something like that, but
I didn't even send you with one.
Yep. Because they get
was
so
a
cold.
Working trip.
It was cold. I mean, we were 0 to 10 degrees most of the time.
Yeah. They had to ride over 100 miles to go find good snow.
Well, we drove 100 miles.
Well, okay, that's what I meant.
To Eureka.
You drove.
And then the cabin was about 30 miles back.
So I see Big Family Expedition is here. They're saying hello.
Good.
Oh, and P&J's hit 1,000 subs. Congratulations,
cheers
guys.
to that, guys.
Let's see here. Chrissy and them say they love our mugs.
Oh.
You can't, the other side, the side we're both drinking from, they're from places we've been on our cruises.
So that one's Bermuda.
Bermuda.
And this one is
from this year.
I believe.
That's Grand Cayman.
Grand Cayman. So yeah, funny thing is we had 2 of these glasses. This is actually Stacey's glass. But what had happened is a year and a half ago, I was going to reach for my coffee cup for my large size like this. I think it was red. And I had it in my hand, and then I went to move my hand, and I had carpal tunnel really bad. So I couldn't tell how tightly I had the coffee cup grasped, and it just slipped out of my hand, fell on the floor, and broke into pieces. So that was kind of the start of my carpal tunnel journey, and then I've been suffering with it for 13 years prior to that, but had got it both wrists done year and a half ago now, and best thing ever.
Actually, almost 2 years.
2 years ago, yeah, best thing ever. No inhibitions, no restraints on my hands anymore. So that's great. So no more breaking coffee cups.
No. So I've seen a couple of comments on here about Spirit.
Oh yeah, thank you guys.
Some condolences and thank you. It's been an interesting, quiet.
Yep.
Spirit was a very quiet dog, but there was little quirks.
Yeah, she had her things
that we definitely missed.
And just yesterday, I was kind of glancing out the front door. Our front door has some glass panels in it, and I could see across the driveway to a spot that she would frequent a lot. And I glanced over there, and I saw her there yesterday. It's like, oh, ouch, that hurt.
You know what I miss? When she'd do her walkabouts around the house.
Dinging the cameras?
Dinging the cameras. The cameras don't ding anymore unless there's truly something going by.
Yep, she had the routes that she would take around the house, and we could tell where she is. Oh, she's over there, and then she's over there, and just how the cameras are dinging. Yeah, I missed that, but I swear I saw her yesterday out there in front of the plow truck, just laying on the ground.
Oh, yeah. I that and just seeing her tracks in the snow. I miss that.
Well, we can't see tracks in the snow right now.
No. Oh, don't cry.
No, I'm not crying.
Your eyes are tearing up.
Yeah, my doggy.
Oh.
But we can't see tracks in the snow right now. It's all so super hard, and there's no snow.
True, but
it's just ugly out there.
It is ugly, guys. Yeah. I am sorry. Our weather is drunk. It took a wrong turn and headed down to you guys.
I don't know where it took the wrong turn.
Please send it home.
Yep.
Oh, let's see. We have a question. And sorry, I haven't popped everyone's comment up. But if I see a question, I will pop it up. And I just saw one right here. Pamela. Oh, the comments moved and I hit PJ. Pamela, where is your favorite place to visit in Alaska?
In Alaska.
Real quick, guys, I want to ask you before we answer this. Do you really enjoy our videos where we take you around Alaska, other than just sitting in our house in our homestead?
Yeah.
Where we take you around and show you Alaska. Let us know in comments if you do like that type of content. As for what's your most favorite place to visit in Alaska?
It's going to be seasonal dependent. In the summertime, I absolutely love being on the water, Prince William Sound. It's just, in our boat, it's amazing, it's magical, it's beautiful. In the fall, being up in the mountains, looking at the fall colors in the tundra. In the wintertime, when there's snow, there's nothing that beats snow machining through the swamps out beyond our house with Denali raising majestically over us. Or I'm sorry, is it McKinley? Anyway, Denali raising over us. It's everywhere you turn is magical here. It's hard to have a favorite spot. There's so many different diverse areas of Alaska. So I can't answer your question. I can't give you one spot. I love Alaska. It's a big state. There's a lot of stuff to do. How about you?
I don't think I can pinpoint it down to one spot either, but I seem whenever we go to the ocean, and I say the ocean because we have several points that we can go to the ocean, and they're all very uniquely different.
Yes.
But when we do go to the ocean, my heart lets out a little pitter patter, and I love being near the water. You know, I grew up on my grandparents' boat in Alaska in Southeast, and even though it's different up here, it's not the same waters, it's still it's magical. You have the sea life, you have the birds, you have the boats. And what I love about Alaska and our ocean waters is the mountains raise straight out of the water and go thousands of feet up. We have tidal glaciers, which are pretty amazing.
It's snow-capped mountains all summer long.
Yeah. I think for inland, my favorite place still is and always has been Summit or Isabel Pass.
Yeah.
Alaskans will recognize
that kind of goes
Summit.
Along with my fall in the tundra.
Isabel Pass is the highest point of the road system on the Richardson Highway. in between Glen Ellen and Delta Junction. And it's where we've held a couple of our gatherings, our rallies.
Yep.
And it's just a magical little valley. It's huge. You feel like an ant in
the Grand Valley.
In the Grand Valley, truly.
It's not a magical little valley. It's
no,
a massively large valley.
It's huge. And there's a couple streams and a river that runs through it. There's a glacier at the back of it. And it just
to 8,000, 9,000 foot mountains.
Encompasses Alaska perfectly, especially in the interior.
Yeah.
So I think that's my favorite interior spot. So hopefully that answered your questions. Obviously, as you can see, it's not big city. It's
out. Get out. Yeah. There's no need to have big city.
Someone's talking about carpet tunnel. Okay, now everyone's responding. Yes, show Alaska. Yes.
Well, that's
anything good. Alaska is amazing.
Yeah, we're hoping to get on the road a bit more, or adventure a bit more this summer. Last summer was pretty good. We traveled quite a bit through the state, and I think we're going to try to really carry that on this year, and maybe get a bit more remote, and maybe even into Yukon and play around in some other areas.
Binge watching all your videos, watching some on repeat. Really enjoy Chef Gary's cooking corner. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Bill. I would love for you to put a trip together for me. I want to come so much, just can't decide where to go.
We have a whole nother organization for that.
Yeah, so if you want to get ideas on where to go, you can join our other we have Living Free Alaska, which is just us, our Alaska living content. We have another YouTube channel as well as another Facebook platform, RVing to Alaska, and our Facebook group on RVing to Alaska. Behind that is the original. And what we do is we just educate on RVing to Alaska, and you don't necessarily need to RV here. You can fly here, rent a car,
drive here,
and drive around. But it gives you a great idea of things to do, where to go, what to see, where to stay, etc. So we can definitely help you there.
That's something we've been working on for like the last 8 years or so. We've helped thousands of people take a trip of a lifetime to Alaska, and now that we're living here these last 4 years or so, we feel more validated in the fact that we can help educate travelers on the best opportunities here in Alaska.
Kelly says, love it when you take us around Alaska. It's so beautiful and gives us ideas of where we can go.
Good. Hoping we can do more of that this summer. Probably spring.
Bill says most people fly into Anchorage and rent an RV. Each section of Alaska is a full week trip. That is true. That is true. So, I'm gonna spill the beans a little.
A little bit, okay.
A little.
How many beans are you spilling?
2.
A few?
A couple.
Or a whole bag?
No. So we will be traveling a lot more this summer, and you will be getting a lot of content coming from us as we travel around.
And let's not call it just Alaska, but the northern tier.
Correct. We have, without saying yet, we are coming out of retirement, and we have taken a position. It's contract work through RVing to Alaska, but we have taken a real job
that will lead us to the road more.
Yes, that requires us to travel. And what I love about this job is they still are going to allow us to film for you guys and bring you the north.
Right.
So we're very excited. Of course, we have to wait for...
There's press releases and there's permissions and all this stuff that need to come out.
I was going to say, we have to wait for the weather.
Well, there's that too. We can't really go drive yet.
I want to be perfectly clear. This is not going to turn into an RVing channel.
Nope.
but we will be traveling in our RV. I mean, it makes sense because it's a home. It's a home on wheels.
But we use that as a base to go explore elsewhere and grab content from there.
Yeah. So my goal is to bring you stories from the road, introduce the North to you, introduce you towns, their history, their culture, what is there to see and do. You'll get still the daily aspect of us living.
Yep.
It's just we're going to be living in the motorhome or the camper a lot.
We're going to try to keep it non-RV based. It's going to be adventure based more than anything.
The whole purpose that I made this channel is I didn't want to be in the RV world anymore for YouTube. Unfortunately, this is just a chapter where we're going to be traveling around, but I'm really excited. We're going to get paid to travel and bring you content from all over Alaska.
Not just Alaska.
All over Canada. And it also is going to allow us to
get down to lower 48.
Go back home at least once every summer and visit our friends and family down in Washington. So we're excited. We'll be able to announce more soon.
Within days, I'm sure.
We're just waiting for the press release. Media release of our new position. So we're excited, a little nervous. It's a lot of work. We're going to become very busy, but the nice thing is, especially when we're traveling, we're still going to be able to bring you along and film it,
film everything.
It's going to be fun.
You know, we'll have Starlink on our roofs and all that, so we can do all sorts of stuff, stay in contact, stay connected to the world, and pass on the beauty that we're traveling through.
Absolutely. Now I'm going to go read people's comments. Hi, Miss D. She says, I can't read today. I need more coffee. Hey, you two, how's everything going? We are doing very good.
We're doing pretty good, yes.
Everyone's saying hi to D. You two should open up Alaskan relocation info service. Well, you know, we kind of did that on our YouTube. Well, we showcased our move. I don't know if I'd want to do that.
No, I would not.
I'm going to stick to educating travelers.
We have several followers that have moved up here and basically followed our video steps. Oh, we got a beard comment. I like the beard, but it's up to Gary and if Stacey likes it. We were going through some photos. Actually, the photo that was posted last night to advertise this live shot was my full big old bushy beard. And I missed the big beard. I need to go and find a happy medium. This is too short. My face got squatty.
Or maybe that was remnants of our cruise.
Maybe so. But I need a little bit more length in the beard.
All right. Well, everyone's saying they can't wait to see the new adventure.
Oh, good. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. A lot of work. There's several different aspects to this new position that's going to require both of us to dig in. But it is going to be. It is an amazing opportunity.
I never thought I'd be going back to work. We did not seek out this position. Right. This position found us.
Well, yes, this position found us, and yes, I'll just leave it at that. And they sought you. They sought us out. Oh yeah, as a team. But I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous. I haven't had a real job in 15 years. But, I've been working my RVing to Alaska business for years, and the validity of that really shows with this position. Well, you're like you said before, other places, you're stepping up into the big leagues with this. Yeah, I feel like I've gone from the farm league to the major leagues. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. And it was very important that we could still have you guys come along the journey, as well as my business RVing to Alaska. And that was one thing we had to kind of work out in the contract is hey, we're doing this, can we do this too? And make sure they work well side by side and simultaneously. Yeah. So in the spring, be prepared. We're going to go on a road trip. A lot of them. And we're going to be bouncing between the motorhome and a truck camper and
maybe even the
maybe
car.
even the Jeep. We'll see. There's several different ways we want to travel and explore.
Yeah, there is also a possibility. Don't know yet, but we may be going to trade shows in the lower 48. Again, don't know 100% sure, but there's a possibility. So we may be able to do meetups if we're at something like that.
Right. Sure. That'd be great.
Who knows? But yeah, what else do we got going on? I want to say Christmas cards. Thank you, everyone. Yes. I did get a few late cards and I ran out of our Christmas cards. So my thought is I'm still going to send you a card. It might be a thank you card, or if I can find some discounted.
Yeah.
I can't order a whole nother batch because you have to order in numbers.
Yeah.
But for those of you that did send a card late, I acknowledge I got them, and I'll be doing something.
And there's just over 100 cards, right?
Yes. Well,
just over.
I ordered 100 and they're all gone.
They're all gone. So, and there's still a few left over. So.
I've got probably a dozen cards that have come in after.
Cool.
And
so a lot of that, though, a lot of those cards.
Sorry, Liz. I have to call you back.
A lot of those cards that came in late were from Canada because their postal service was on strike.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Most of the Canadians, that's what used the last of my cards.
They came in late. They came in late because of their
But I was able to get almost all of them got a Christmas card. So thanks for posting our link. Oh, you've been providing every time you put out an episode.
Yes.
Oh.
So what they're saying is you're working.
Yeah.
You have been working, even though you're not getting paid to work much, but every time you put out content, every time you do RVing to Alaska stuff, you are working.
Bill says your new job is so intriguing. Can't wait to find out what it is.
It's pretty cool. Hopefully soon. Soon.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm. Is that Liz?
One of our neighbors. Hey, Stacey, it's Liz. Get out of bed. It's too late to stay in bed. Give me a call when you get a chance.
We've been up. We're up.
That's funny. I also want to thank someone.
Someone. Yeah, we don't know who it was.
Someone. There was no note. We received a gift for Spirit.
It's wind chimes.
And it's a wind chime, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And it says, probably really loud considering my microphone's right there. It says, listen to the wind and know I am near. Best friend ever.
Mm-hmm.
In another time, in a happy place, we'll meet again. Forever missed. So thank you.
Thank you. There was no note. There's no name left with that.
It came in from Amazon.
Yeah, I'm hoping somebody can speak up to this, and I would like to thank you personally for that.
As soon as the winds die down here, they've been really crazy of late. I know the perfect spot. This is going to be right off our bedroom.
Yep.
I'm going to hang that.
She liked that patio right off the bedroom door.
I was very shocked when I picked that up. So thank you. Thank you. It means a lot.
It does. It was really nice.
I know we miss our old girl, but she's in a better place.
She is happy now. Yep.
I just hope that the negative juju is gone.
Negative juju.
Well, there was a lot of down.
Oh, with Spirit?
No.
What are you talking about? Where are you
life.
Going? Oh.
My mother passing. This and that.
Yeah, okay.
There was a lot of down points.
Yeah, it was the end. The end of the year was tough.
New Year's Eve, I was like, okay, I'm gonna change things around. Life's gonna be a little more positive, and then slap in the face with Spirit.
That's just life, though, and we have to overcome it.
This new opportunity actually came knocking the day after New Year's, and it's. At first, I was like, "Oh, there's no way I'm going to do that."
Yeah, you kind of brushed it off, and then we talked about it.
But then I thought about it. It's like, well, maybe if I don't do it, I'd always wonder. Yeah, it fits very well with what we've been doing for the past 8 years. So, anyways.
And an opportunity like that, you have to experience it. It's a 1-year contract. We'll put the year in, and if it's great, we'll continue on. And if it doesn't fit, we'll see what happens.
Yep. Someone's saying, Kayla from I know how to say this. We've been there. Okeechobee, Florida. Yeah. It's cold and a rainy day, 52 degrees and snow in northern Florida.
We have friends in northern Florida as well, and I believe they received 6 or 7 inches of snow. I think they're a little bit. I don't know exactly where they are.
Pensacola.
Pensacola.
Are you talking about Donna Neva?
Yeah.
Pensacola.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Northern Florida.
Sorry, it's a job by the time you count the editing. This Living Free Alaska is definitely a job. Yes,
it is. It is. Your video editing time is definitely a job. It's work.
Normally,
but you enjoy that work.
I reserve Mondays to edit. Then Tuesday is the day I upload to YouTube, and then there's a lot of back end stuff I have to do to prepare the video for YouTube.
Yeah.
And then of course it publishes first thing Wednesday morning, our time.
The last couple of weeks, these last Mondays have been filled with something else that have taken you away from that editing.
I'll admit it. Monday we were glued to the television all day. That's all I'm going to say.
The previous Monday, I think, was the day we put Spirit down.
No, we put her down on our Friday.
Oh, Friday, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I got a video out last week.
You got a this memorial video.
He was gone all weekend. I was off doing things, and he got a little footage, and it will make a future episode to catch us up. But he didn't make enough to tell a story.
No, I couldn't tell a story with it.
It's just a blip here, a blip there.
Yeah, here we made it this far. We're doing that. We're getting stuck.
Yeah,
and got some nice pictures, but not a story to tell.
Ace says, "Don't forget to give a thumbs up." Thank you, Ace.
Yes.
Beautiful gift. It really was.
Is, yeah.
Thank you. You know, we don't expect gifts from people, and it was just. People's hearts are just amazing.
They're very large sometimes.
All the comments we've gotten on the channel.
Lots of comments.
Very little negativity. Very little.
Well, how could you be negative about Alaska?
It's just different. Our old channel, we used to get a lot of negativity and a lot of mean trolls. Yeah. In this channel, we don't. So I enjoy that.
We're just people. We're doing what we're doing.
We are just people. Pamela Wiley says, we're moving to Alaska after the sale of our home.
Nice.
We visited several times and adventures are awaiting us. They
Very
are.
Good to hear.
You have to get out.
Yeah.
If not, if you just stay home and not do anything, you're going to hate it.
Yep. You got to get out and explore. Go see. Don't let the weather stop you.
Your channel inspires us, and we're so excited. Love all your Alaska content.
That's good.
Thank you, Pamela.
Where are you looking at moving, Pamela? What part of Alaska are you going to relocate to?
Hello from Central Oklahoma.
Ooh.
Finally above freezing.
Good.
No snow here, just cold.
Yeah, quite the blast coming through the whole 2/3 of the country, isn't it?
Bill said, I spent Monday watching about 17 hours of live broadcasts. We're right there with you, Bill.
Yep, kind of understand what
I
you're saying.
actually even set the alarm. Sad news, but, well.
Not sad.
We were up very late. Let's just put this that way. We were up very late Sunday night, and I set the alarm so we could watch the news in the morning, and then we did go to inauguration party at a friend's house Monday evening at 5, and so we didn't get home till about 9.
Yeah. And then more.
Have you noticed our parties have been ending like around 8:39?
We're the young kids there. They're all old.
No.
We're the young. we're a younger group.
I'm saying,
not kids, but
all our friends groups. We're all the same age.
Older.
And no.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's gonna hit
He's a little bit older.
No.
He'll be the first to admit 8:30. Much after 8:30, he's done.
But he gets up at 4 a.m.
I know.
But yeah, so we were home by 9. But a lot of television watching on Monday. Yesterday, I didn't turn on the TV at all.
Yeah, you were actually in the office working quite a bit yesterday.
I worked a lot. Yeah, our rally goes on sale in 6 weeks, so I still have a lot to do to get ready for that.
I wonder if these guys would be interested to see what you do at a rally. If Living Free would like to see your rally promo video.
Well, it's kind of hard to run. Oh, my rally
Your promo
video.
Yeah.
I produced a commercial.
Pretty much.
It's 13 minutes long though. It's not
the
really
promotional video, not commercial.
I made a promotional video for our rally yesterday. I should have done it for you guys, but a video for you. But like I said, we were content light. So I need one for my rally. So I did that yesterday. I do have it uploaded, and I will drop a link in Living Free Alaska after this live in the Facebook group. So if you're interested to see it, tell me what you think.
Sure.
And yeah.
So that's just the other side of what we do. Our other channel and other business that we have, RVing to Alaska, and that we do split our time between the two, and now we're gonna add something even bigger to it.
Yeah.
I
have another question for you guys.
Oh, good.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if there's any questions here before I ask my question. D, we are older. Yes. I mean, we're gonna be 52 this year. By all means, that's not old. No. But I just feel like I feel like our parents sometimes.
Sorry, that was loud.
Pamela says they're looking for property, possibly in Willow.
Oh, beautiful area, yes.
I like to see everything Stacey and Gary, and I'm not good at names. The two puppies I watch out all the time from Mississippi. The pups are two little Sophie and Newman.
Sophie's the littlest one, Yorkie, and Newman's the black Weimaraner or what? No, what is Newman?
Newman is a Dachshund. Yep. I noticed your beautiful home is rather large compared to other Alaskan channels. I would love to know how you decided on what size home you built. Anything you would do differently?
There's a whole video about that just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. So in December, I think it's 3 videos ago, we do give you a full tour of our home and explain exactly that. We basically, our last home was 5,000 square feet. The living space is 3,200. We did downsize a little.
A little bit.
It's 100% our own fault for how big it is because we designed it ourselves. I literally took a big drafting paper and for every little square that was a foot, and we designed what we wanted.
But no, it is not your typical Alaska homestead house, and I wouldn't say that we're homesteaders per se as much as a lot of the other folks are.
They said Alaska channels.
Alaska channels, okay.
We're grouped in with a lot of homesteaders, but
it's not your typical Alaska house.
No, we wanted a shop house or barndominium house. Basically, our house is attached to all of our shop space because we have a lot of shop things. You know, we have the motorhome, we have our camper, we have all of our ATVs and the boat. And it was important for us to have that all under cover, under one roof. So that's why the building looks so huge. It truly is 2/3 shop or garage and 1/3 house. Sometimes he asks, did we make our living space too big? And personally, I don't feel so. We like big, airy rooms. We have one guest room, we have an office, and then our studio upstairs for our
second office.
A second office for our business. And then we have our den upstairs and our living room. It's pretty simplified. It's just we like bigger rooms.
Bigger rooms and tall ceilings.
Yeah. And it's just a design feature that we brought forward from our last house. So a lot of things we asked for, our builder did not normally do, but he did it to make his clients happy.
Yep. Yeah, this isn't the typical Alaska build. We made it work for us.
Yeah. So my question for you is,
For me or for them?
no, for them.
Oh, good.
I have been toying in my brain, if we ever coordinated someone's microphone went away.
No, they're both there.
Oh, there they are.
They're both there.
It's my glasses.
Put them on so you can see.
How do I say this? My little brain, I've been thinking about maybe coordinating
Oh, I know where you're going.
Living Free Alaska cruise. It would be out in the future, like maybe in 2026. But I'm wondering if there's enough interest that if I put it out there long enough to allow you to plan and book it, to do an Alaskan cruise.
It would be like
with us,
like a 7-day southeast, or would you do the
I
one
would
way?
I would probably do a southeast
Yeah.
cruise. So it would be based out of either Seattle or Vancouver. Seattle would probably be easier for most folks.
Yep.
Even for people in Canada, they can easily get down to Seattle and do a 7-day cruise with us to Southeast Alaska. Being on our cruise in December and November, we did have some groups on our cruise. There was a ballroom dancing group, and I thought, I wonder if Freedom Family would be willing to do that. So,
or interested, not willing, but interested.
Interested, yeah. I mean, if no one wants to do something like that, then I'm not going to put my time and effort into coordinating it. But if that's something that someone might be interested in doing, I think at the smallest, you need at least 10 staterooms booked to do a group. And I believe you can do up to 100 rooms.
Yeah.
So let me know, drop in comments if that's something, if it was pushed out enough in time to give you time to save up to do it, would you be interested?
It might be kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then maybe we could make some arrangements along the way at the ports and have some things lined up for us for our own personal excursions.
Did I tell the story on these guys about the people that we saw in London? I don't think I did.
Oh, on the cruise, or the people?
Yeah, on the cruise.
I don't think so.
My memory. So
Dale and
Tom.
Tim.
So here's a funny fact, and they may be watching. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, he may be watching.
It's during the day, but so I know we still haven't got our cruise video up.
That's going to be a whole mess.
I don't know when or how. I still have plans to put some up, but we were getting on the ship. It's day one. We're in Southampton, England, walking onto the ship. And where's Gary first go?
There's a bar right there. And it's a cruise ship. What do you do?
And you have an unlimited drink package.
I have a drink package that allows me to drink.
And we've been on this ship before, so we knew that's the best bar in the ship.
Good spirit.
And I'll be honest, it was like 2 in the afternoon. It was past noon. Yeah. So Gary starts to head straight for the bar. And the three of us, we just want to get to our stateroom, drop our bags. And I'm like, Gary, get over here. You don't need a drink yet. And this guy...
I looked at her like, what are you talking about?
This guy that was right in between Gary and I, his head popped up.
Like he recognized your voice.
And then all of a sudden he's like,
Stacey.
And I'm standing there and I'm like,
who's this guy waving at?
Are you talking to me? And he's like,
hi.
And he walks over and he's like, how's Newman doing with his booties?
What?
And I'm like, what? So we were actually recognized in Southampton, London,
England.
England, yeah, not London, from a fellow viewer.
Right.
They don't follow us on any other social media but YouTube. And it was really cool. We got to know them. We actually went on a tour with them by chance.
Talked to them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Nice people, really nice
Super
people.
sweet people.
Yeah.
They live in Canada. Ontario.
Yep. He's going to give me some pointers. I haven't got back to him yet. Still got some homework for Tim, from Tim about our heating system and such.
So it's amazing how small of a world it really is.
It is. Yeah. I mean, we're halfway across the world, literally, and we run into a viewer, and it was really special.
It's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when you guys pop in, I saw earlier there's someone watching from Australia, and it's just, it blows my mind. And it's funny, my phone, whenever it's docked at night to go to sleep, it's a world map and I can see where it's daylight. And now that I have that feeling, like when we were in Europe, when we'd wake up in the morning, it was 11 o'clock here at home. It was really hard to communicate with our friends and family back home because it literally was,
the time change was so different.
12 hours, 10 hours difference. And it's just, it's amazing how YouTube has brought us all together.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. Anyway,
it is.
I'm blabbing.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what they think about a cruise.
A cruise.
Where's the last? Okay, Willow.
Nice.
Chrissy's got to get back to going to school with the kids. By the way, Chrissy, if you come back and see this, I don't know if you're still here. You guys are in that video that I just made.
Oh, yeah.
There's a glimpse of two of them.
At the rally at Tucson.
Stephanie, hubby and I are getting excited for our Alaskan adventure this June, flying up and running an RV.
Perfect.
Very cool.
Awesome. Check out RVing to Alaska.
Question, how far away are the grocery stores and doctors from where you live?
So we live in a little town called Houston, which is kind of just a bedroom community of the larger town of Wasilla. And Wasilla is about a half hour away, where we got a Cars or a Safeway and a Fred Meyer. But just before we get into the main town of Wasilla is a local grocery store chain called Three Bears. And they're about 20 minutes away.
We actually have 2 Three Bears within 20
minutes. Yeah.
One in Big Lake
and one in Meadow Lakes. So we had 20 minutes to the Three Bears, and it's Three Bears is kind of like a Costco supplied store. So I mean, they have like a lot of the stuff Costco would have, but their prices are a little bit higher than Costco is.
Oh my gosh!
Toilet paper.
Yeah. So
we would run low on toilet paper, and Stacey's like, just go to Three Bears and get it. I look at it; it's $47 for $48 for the big thing of toilet paper at Three Bears.
And then when I went to Anchorage this Saturday, I went to Costco and I got the big pack of toilet paper for $27.
So there's a slight markup through Three Bears. But you know, Fred Meyer and Cars, Safeway actually are fairly reasonably priced along the lines of lower 48. Of course, there's going to be a little bit more expense because of the shipping costs. They got to barge it up every week.
Our groceries come up twice a week on
Wednesday, Sunday?
On the ship. Tuesdays and
Tuesdays and Sundays or something like that.
Yes, Tuesdays and Sundays on tote. But actually, so just the other day, I got a notification from YouTube that our channel is 1 year old. I didn't start putting videos up on YouTube for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But one of the first videos very close to was a shopping video where I went and filmed prices of things at the local Safeway or Cars store. And I have planned probably this week, because I believe I went shopping on January 26th. And so it would be kind of cool to go back on exactly 1 year later. And I'm going to film each item again and see what the price difference is.
Great.
Just as a comparison.
Yeah. And see what happened in a year.
Yeah.
And then do it again in a year.
That Three Bears to Costco toilet paper.
Yep. I mean,
really shocked me.
You're saving like $20, and that's in one item. That's doesn't even cover the fuel it takes to get down to Anchorage. No. I mean, it's a huge savings. So and then doctor's offices. Our doctor is in Wasilla, and you know, half hour away. There is a regional hospital. It's a
Very good hospital.
35 minutes.
I had emergency surgery there a couple of years ago, and they took very good care
I've had
of
my
me.
carpal tunnel surgery there, but my knee surgeries were there. So
you're having that
I'm
thing
having
you do after
that
50?
50-year-old procedure is going to be next month. So yeah, but so our healthcare system is we've been very happy with it up here. I have not had a complaint. We've been able to get in
within a week usually.
Yeah, within.
I mean,
time.
Your colonoscopy, that's different. It's specialty.
Yeah.
And there's very few docs that do that, but it's our healthcare here has been amazing. You know, I read a lot of my friends saying it takes them months to get into a specialist, or even the regular doctor, and we can call and usually get in within a day or two.
When I went and made my appointment for my carpal tunnel surgery, I went to my primary, and then I was referred to a hand specialist, and I was into that specialist within a week, if not shorter. And so yeah, the medical care system up here, in our belief, seems to be working pretty well for us.
Yeah.
I mean, there may be others that have questions and doubts about it, but it worked well for us.
And Helen is watching from Norway.
Norway, that is a place we need to get to.
Yes, I would love to go to Norway.
I'm sure it's a lot like this, but it's not this, and I want to see what it's like.
Pamela says, absolutely, we would love the Alaska cruise.
Nice.
We did an inside passage a few years ago. Yeah, Gary and I, we've done a total, I think, of 4 Alaska inside passage cruises, and it's worth a repeat.
I'd like to look at one, if we do something like this, I'd like to look, not maybe a different line, but also get out to the Sitka area and do a couple of different ports.
Yes.
Not the normal Skagway, Ketchikan, Juneau stuff.
Well, I'd love to hear more about cost activities. Ace has always wanted to do an Alaskan cruise.
Nice. Right. Okay.
Group cruises are fun. Ask us how we know.
Sounds like you've done it. Nice.
Well, they're a group all alone, just
That's
a family.
True. That is true. That's big family expedition. Yes, they kind of group cruise all the time.
Right. It's a panhandle cruise leaving from Seattle. Would love it, but hubby won't do cruises. Oh, we need to change his mind, Kim. That would be great, going on a cruise. Would love that. Okay.
Or we step it up a little bit. It might be a little bit more expensive, and just charter a big boat. A yacht.
You're crazy. What I love about a cruise, it's a city on water.
Everything's there.
And, you know, you still have...
like an expedition style yacht.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine what the cost would be. No, I think we'll stick with the cruise line. Nikki, hi neighbor. We are in Willow and moved here in 2021 from Monroe, Washington.
Hey,
so many similarities.
We came from Spokane and you guys came from the
in 2021. Just started following you and love your channel and adventures. Maybe we'll run into each other sometime.
Hopefully so.
Yes.
Hey, don't forget, Nikki, this coming weekend is the Winter Carnival in Willow.
Yeah, this weekend and next.
And
it's 2
next.
weekends.
Yep. So get out there and make sure you.
I actually thought about maybe going up and doing bingo.
Well, yeah, I mean, it might be kind of fun to go up there. I mean, I'm not sure about machining up there because the snow's better there, but not here.
Yeah, Bill says 3 Bears buys their stuff at the same price.
Yeah, they buy it at shelf price.
Yeah.
They don't get a discount.
Mm-hmm. I wish Costco would come to the valley.
Yes.
It's a pain to have to drive 68 miles to go to Costco, but the savings is there.
Yeah.
Hello from Waterford, Ireland.
Ooh, we
did not go.
No,
that's on the East
Coast. We missed it.
Southern East Coast.
We had to get back to Dublin.
Yeah, we were close. We stayed in Kinsale, which is just down the coast from Waterford. Welcome.
Thank you.
I hope we can get back to Ireland someday.
No hope we will.
Yeah, we went crazy 5 days. We started in Dublin, went over to Galway, and then drove the west coast, went to Dingle, the Cliffs of Moher, Killarney. I'm trying to remember all the.
You try to get the loop in there.
Limerick,
and Jameson. We went. Of course, you go to Jameson.
Well, we spent your birthday the night before your birthday in Kinsale, and then for your birthday, we went to the Jameson distillery outside of Cork.
Yep.
And then drove all the way back
And
to Dublin.
So yeah, we went to Jameson and then drove to Dublin.
Well, we took a time.
Maybe not the best choice. What do you do? What do you do when you're at a distillery? What do you do when you're at a distillery?
St. Patrick's Cathedral. It was
that
amazing.
was amazing. Oh yeah,
I can't wait.
Beautiful.
We have another
country.
follower, Jennifer, and she lives up north of Galway. I can't. County Mayo.
Yeah.
She sends us wonderful messages.
We drove north a little ways
bit until we couldn't
read the signs.
when it went from
Gaelic.
English to Gaelic, we knew we better turn around. A question.
Yes.
You mentioned you aren't really your typical homesteaders. What do you mean by that? Well, we have chickens. We have a small garden, but I call us more of a modern homestead. Yeah. I still do homesteading things. I like to can. Like I said, I have my chickens.
That's just kind of the essential stuff you have to do. When you do grow food, you got to can it and this and that.
Yeah, it's things I never used to do in my life prior to moving to Alaska. I never thought about the food source. How do I say this? Things could go wrong very quickly here in Alaska with our supply chain.
Yes.
Because all of our food and goods are mostly shipped in. Some are trucked in, but if the supply chain is broken or borders are closed, we are kind of SOL, and you need to have a supply to keep it going. Another thing that we have that most places do not is we are on the ring of fire. So we have a possibility of earthquakes. And in the past, although it doesn't happen often, we can have devastating earthquakes where roads aren't passable, electricity may be off. And so that gets your mind thinking that you really need to be self-sufficient, have enough food supply on hand to get you through whatever emergency they may be. This past year, I really wanted to grow more and be self-sufficient with a garden. We played a lot last year, which my garden suffered.
Well, we had to leave.
And then with my mother passing, which we didn't know she was going to pass, I was just gone. I thought I was going to be gone for 2 weeks. So everything that I had planted, by the time we got home, it was spoiled, basically. So Gary doesn't like the term
when I think of homesteading, I think of you're working for your power. You've got to generate your own power. You've got to maintain your own sewage waste. You've got to grow your own food. You got to have, be it garden and animals and this and that. Your own self-sufficient homestead is what I think of as when you put in that term homestead, where you're more self-sufficient. We're on the road system. We have power. We have a modern septic system. We have chickens.
We do have,
and we grow a little bit of food here.
We live on 8 acres. We have acreage. So
we do try to. We try to be self-sufficient so we can sustain through an emergency. With our food storage,
we don't
our
eat
wood storage.
All our food. We go to the grocery store all the time. And that's why I call it a modern homestead. When we first started out, we got grouped with a lot of. Well, here's another thing. Everyone does Alaska differently.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of the YouTube channels that people find are true like homesteaders, where
off-grid.
Like Eric and Ariel, they're off-grid, most everyone's on the road system. But there's also a lot of big Alaska channels that are just like us, like Summers.
Yep.
There's quite a few vlogs in in Anchorage, and in Wasilla. It's just he hates the term. I don't mind.
Don't say hate. It's just
you dislike
doesn't
the
define
term.
us as well as it could.
I don't mind it because this is something I've never lived this way before. I've never canned. I've never gardened or tried to garden. I have had chickens before.
Yeah.
It's just a different it's a different way of life
It
up
is,
here.
well, and it is a different way of life, and I like how you explained in an emergency situation, you have to be able to sustain for a period of time,
And we could.
and we can. We have our food storages, be it canned or frozen, however it is, and we have the ability with a backup generator to maintain that freezer space and everything.
We if we can hunt for our food, we will. We love to fish for our food. We don't rely 100% on the grocery store. Last summer we were so fortunate to get that moose, which allowed us not to worry about having to go out during hunting season and get a moose during hunting season. And it turned out we weren't even in Alaska for hunting season because we were dealing with my mom in her estate. So, it's kind of where YouTube grouped us with, but people follow us through many different genres.
Yep, exactly. And I just want to thank everybody for following us for whatever reason we interest you. I thank you for watching, and I hope we can continue to draw your interest. And let us know what you want to see about Alaska, what more you want to see. We're going to try to get out there on the road system more and show you guys that kind of stuff.
Bill says, only a year-old channel? I must have been watching from video 1. And pretty much, when I started this new channel...
you preloaded with a bunch of videos.
I preloaded, but also... I immediately started introducing myself to the local Alaska YouTubers because I was trying to get out of that RV niche and getting into an Alaska niche. So I was very active, especially in the beginning, just letting people know, hi, I'm Stacey with Living Free Alaska. And got involved, and I went to the Alaska YouTubers gathering. We went in July this year, had a blast, was able to put some faces to the names that I've seen online other than on the screen, and meeting them in person, such as Bill with My Alaska. And hopefully one of these days we can do some collaborations with these other content creators. We have no problem doing that. I think the biggest issue is just finding time in both creators' schedules to make that happen. And I'll be honest too, I think quite a few of the content creators, they're very, not in a bad way, they're very introverted. It's kind of a YouTuber we have found, even in the RVing world, to Alaska life. A lot of YouTubers they're kind of to themselves. They're used to speaking to you guys on a camera.
Not in person.
Sometimes it's very hard in person. You would never believe it, but I clam up around people. I get nervous and
I do better on
I go in my corner. He's my social butterfly.
But then if you were to meet us out wherever, meet us out and about, this is who we are. We just banter back and forth, and there is no character, there's no persona that we put on for the video. This is just our daily life, and that's one thing I really like about this channel is it's real. This is us.
Because she says we only take up 2 cruise cabins. Let me know if you come up to Willow. Definitely, Bill.
Not far away.
Nikki, yes, bingo's so much fun. We will be going to the carnival again this year.
Good.
Ohio, -10 degrees.
Ooh, it's chilly up there.
Oh my lordy, girls.
Yeah, we're looking at 0 and single digits coming up real soon here.
Three Bears has an agreement with Costco. No Costco within 20 or 30 miles of a Three Bears. That's not true anymore.
Yes, that contract
Fairbanks
is voided now.
Yeah, Fairbanks and Costco, they have a Three Bears now within that range.
Yeah, Costco is really working on trying to come into the valley, but there's an issue with the town of Wasilla's
and Palmer. Everywhere in the valley, it has to do with the septic
system, not large enough to accommodate a building that size.
Please keep us updated on the cruise. We'd love to join.
Cool.
Hope you get enough interest. All right. Well, maybe I will look into that. Mary Beth Massey, do you have solar power?
on our motorhome and our truck camper, not the house.
Yeah.
There, I mean, I am curious as to. I know it would work. I know our roof line is arranged in a way that we could maximize the solar. I would be interested in it. It is a pretty large expense to jump into it. And I firmly believe if you're going to have solar panels, you need a storage system as well, as in a battery pack to store that energy.
Which we have good relationships.
Which we have good relationships with several different battery manufacturers. So that could be a possibility. And I know it would directly offset our power consumption, our usage. And it's just, I'm not sure. I'd have to do the calculations to see how long it would take to offset or overcome that expense. The term I'm trying to find in my head is not coming to my head.
The thing is
it's an expensive initial input, and how long would it take to recover that cost?
The power was right at the road when we bought this property, and it just made sense to tie in the house to the grid. Our grid doesn't go out that often. We did actually 2 weeks ago have a very large windstorm, and we were without power for a little bit. But we have a backup generator. We were warned by friends, just get a backup generator and you should be okay. So, do we put a whole bunch of investment into a solar power system when the grid is literally at the end of our driveway?
Yeah.
We chose not to.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of places here in Alaska where that is your only opportunity. And, it does work. It struggles in the winter.
Well, just down the road, I mean, we live on the road that we turn off the highway onto, continues on for several miles. And down at the end of that road where that community is, they are all fully off grid.
Yeah, there's no power
down there.
There's a lot of
they all have solar and generators, and
there's even sections here in the city of Houston that do not have power to those neighborhoods. It's a thing up here. You got to remember, Alaska's young in that sense in our growth. Things didn't start really building until the 60s and 70s. Have you had the opportunity to go up to Fairbanks and see the ice carving contest?
No, that might change this year.
So
that's in February or March?
No, it starts February 15th and goes through the end of March. And I do have that on my calendar. I would love to go up. I've been thinking about maybe taking the train up and then maybe flying back or vice versa. We've been to China. Absolutely love it there.
The Ice Museum in China.
I also have a goal. I want to go soak in the hot springs in winter. We've only done it in
summertime. Yeah.
The problem is in the month of February, I have to fulfill my civic duty, and I have jury duty service. So the whole month of February, I am stuck to home.
Well, you got 2 days a week you're stuck home.
Wednesdays and Thursdays, I have to be in Palmer. So we could either do a short weekend or maybe sometime in March. Also, I did a rod restart because of the weather. We don't even know if that's going to happen in Willow this year.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know yet.
There's talk that they may have to do the restart up in Fairbanks. So yes, I really want to go to Ice Alaska. It's amazing. It's the World Championships of ice carvers.
It's amazing. We haven't seen it in person. We've seen video.
We watch the Summers go every year. We watch their vlog, and I would love to take you all and see it through our eyes. But it's something on the bucket list.
Sure is. That bucket's really deep too, by the way.
Roland says, getting on late. But enjoy your channel.
Good.
Thank you. Welcome.
Yep.
Let's see here. I would love to see the process of how you prepare for these emergency situations and how you store things. Would also love to see you learn to garden, even if it's a small one. Well, and unfortunately, I don't know if you were here earlier. We're going to be away from the property a lot this summer. So My garden, I think, is going to have to wait
Mhm.
because I will not be around a lot to tend it.
So that little greenhouse we just bought is going to be a garden storage shed for a little while.
At least this year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the job that I took is a 1-year commitment with the possibility of moving forward into the future with it. We're going to definitely give this 1 year
Oh yeah, a full effort.
a full effort and
Mhm.
see if we like what we're doing and move forward from there. So
Yeah,
there might be a couple
gardens can be
things I
tough.
can plant, but then I
It's
have to
gonna-
ask neighbors to come
Yeah,
over.
we did that too much last
And
year.
I'll be honest, with our very, very, very mild winter, we could be looking at a very hot summer. A lot of locals, a lot of our friends are, that's what they're predicting.
Mhm.
They think it's going to be a hot summer. So, I can attest to the fact they are who they are. Thank you, George.
Who's that? Oh, George.
Yep, over in
In
Whitehorse.
Whitehorse. Hi, George.
Yeah, we're pretty just normal folk.
Yep. George, we'll probably see you this summer too.
That share way too much of our lives. Janice in Arizona says, hi, love your
Hello.
channel.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Janice.
Nice and warm. Arizona stayed warm. They didn't get the cold spell.
Yeah.
It was just in the west stayed warm. It seems
Gary's
like.
parents are in
Yuma.
Yuma and
Yeah.
his grandma. So
Yeah.
I'm in BC, Canada on 4 acres and have a small garden and no children, at least not yet.
Hopefully soon if you want.
What is one thing you cannot live without in Alaska?
Snow machine.
Yeah.
Boat.
They asked for one.
I said two.
You said two.
Yeah.
I think snow machine, and I think that is important
It is.
because you have to get out in the winter.
Yeah.
It's very
Let
frustrating.
me reframe that, not just snow machine, but some sort of all-terrain vehicle.
Not all all-terrain vehicles work in the snow when we have snow.
Well, then I have to have three then. Defender 6x6, snow machine, and boat.
What is one thing you cannot live without in Alaska? I would say the snow machine. If I had to stay at home and sit in the house all winter long, I would go crazy.
You have to get out and enjoy it, regardless of weather. You just got to get out and enjoy the adventure, because it's there for you. And the short days, if you're stuck in the house, can lead to really, really long days. And just dreary
seasonal
feelings.
depression.
Yeah, seasonal depression.
I have to say, sometimes I dread knowing that I'm going to go out on a snow machine ride because I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be cold and I have to put all this gear on. But once I'm out there and riding, I'm absolutely like a little kid. I love it. I have fun. I never rode before until moving here. And the first year I was scared. Going over 14 miles an hour freaked me out. But now I love to ride. I love to go fast. I do, though, when we come home, usually in the afternoon, I am tired.
Exhausted.
I am exhausted. I'm wiped. I've worked muscles in my body that I didn't know I had. And you wouldn't think just sitting on a snow machine you would, but you do. You use your whole core. So, yeah, I would say that would be it. Of course, that's only for half of the year, not even half of the year. But the other thing you can't live without in Alaska.
A camera to share the beauty.
Yeah. I love to, obviously, you guys can tell, I love to share. I love to share Alaska. And I think if I don't have my camera going or at least taking pictures, I feel like I'm missing out on something.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah.
Susie, love your channel and love both of you. Looking forward to 2025 vlogs. Thank you. Good answer, Bill.
Oh no.
He can't live without heat.
Well, okay, if you're gonna go that way, I mean, I was thinking more of adventure stuff, but
Lori,
food, I can't live without food.
My dream is to see Alaska, so I love watching. Yay!
Well, hopefully, we can help make that dream come true.
-40 in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, I saw that cold temp.
Enjoying the live.
Good.
Is this something that may happen more often? I don't know.
I mean, every once in a while, we're going to do it. Yeah. It's just we didn't have enough content for a full video production. So we decided to go live last night.
It's important for me to try to still maintain
a storyline.
Well, no. To show up every Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
So this was a way we could show up, even though I couldn't do a regular long format video. Black spruces. Woo. Yep.
Yeah, that's cold. 40 some below. Woo.
Would you recommend your builder for a potential house build in the Palmer area? That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That relationship came and went.
It ended.
I'm not going to go any further.
I believe the name is still out there, but the different owner.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no. Moving on. Just got on. I enjoy your time.
There are some great builders out there that will do absolutely anything you want in Palmer. And if you want,
Palmer is actually a very easy area to find a builder because that's where all the building boom is happening.
If you want to send us a message, we can give you some names.
Yep. I am in Virginia and had snow about 9 inches, and now it's freezing here.
Oh wow, a lot of snow.
I won't tell you that it's almost 40 degrees here.
It's crazy. I cannot believe this. It's not real.
You guys are my wife and my's favorite pastime. Keep it coming. Thank you. It's still weird, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. 37 degrees and raining right now.
Is it raining?
Yeah.
Oh, yuck. George, looking forward to the visit. Same here, George.
Yep.
In fact, I think we are gonna be in Whitehorse in April early. We have a meeting that we have to go to.
Oh, is that confirmed?
I think it's not confirmed, but I think
that
we're going.
Car cross, not Whitehorse?
Car cross, but we have to go through Whitehorse to get to car cross.
George might have an idea what the meeting is.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Are you guys planning on getting animals? No, not at this time. Especially with this new position that we're taking, we are going to be away from the homestead a lot this summer. And of course, taking care of animals needs your full divided 100% devotion. Our chickens are a different story. The way I have it set up, their food and water can last
5 to 7 days.
5 to 7 days. And then we have neighbors that will come over and take advantage of the fact that we have chickens. They are like, I will gladly feed and water if I can have some eggs.
Yep.
So in fact, they used to have chickens and they got rid of them and gave us some of their supplies. So it's helpful. The neighbors are willing to come over and help us when we're not home with what we do.
But I don't want to ask any more of them.
It's so tempting when I see everybody and all their little kids and the goats and milking and this and that. It looks so fun, but
that ties you home.
Yeah,
that ties you down.
We've always been nomads. I mean, I have it on my arm. We're nomads. We love to travel. We love to move around. We love to fly and see the world. And having animals makes that very hard. In fact, I think when the dogs are gone, we probably will not get a new dog right away.
No.
And unfortunately, both Sophie and Newman, they're getting up there in age too. They're seniors. So no animals in the future. And never say never. That could change, but in the near future right now with what we have planned and traveling, it's too hard. Even just to go spend the weekend on the boat, it can be difficult. The dogs are easy. They just climb in the truck and go with us.
The two littles are easy. Spirit was a challenge at times.
Nikki says, my husband has a plane, which is great in winter or summer, but snow machines and side-by-sides are essential here.
She wouldn't let me fly. I was very interested and talked to several people about flying, and Stacey said, no, you stay on the ground.
Yeah, we know enough pilot friends. If you need to go fly, you can, but no, I don't want you flying. I'm going to Valdez in June. Can't wait.
Ooh, beautiful.
Valdez is one of my favorite places.
Mhm.
Earlier someone asked what are favorite places, and I said by the ocean.
Yeah.
And of all of our ocean
I
locations,
think Valdez is my favorite ocean spot.
yeah, the mountains there are
Mhm.
just majestic, beautiful, and it's a gateway to Prince William Sound, and it's just the
Yeah.
town is small and quaint, and we went there twice
Mhm.
this
Past
past
summer.
summer and really enjoyed it. For a first time visit to Alaska, what are the must see places? Oh,
Kenai Peninsula, Prince William Sound, the Valley. I'm just going to Alaska. Just see Alaska. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, if you want to spend 3 months up here, and it's pretty easy to see it all. But
the thing, some places only take a day or two.
yeah,
Other places need a week. It's so hard to pinpoint that down
Mhm.
because everything is so uniquely
here
different.
here in the Valley, you have Hatcher Pass, which is Independence Mine, which is just a beautiful location.
Well, and you have to
Driving
think
over.
too, to get to places, sometimes it takes a full day or maybe even 2 days to get to.
Mhm.
So, and then you have to like have a rest to be able to then wake up the next day and go play.
Yeah.
So that's a hard one.
Yeah, Anchorage to so driving Anchorage to Fairbanks, for example, is 7 hours, without really many stops. So kind of
And over 400 miles.
yeah, so kind of gives you an idea of the distances there, and there's a lot to see between the two.
Yeah, we moved to Houston to be central to everywhere on the road system. So to hit the end of each area of the road system, it's 6 hours for us.
Hmm.
So from Houston to Fairbanks, it's 6 hours. From here to Toke, it's 6 hours. From here to Valdez, 6 hours. From here to Homer, 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Seward's 4.
4.
It takes us a little over an hour just to get to Anchorage. So kind of gives you an idea. Everything is big and vast here.
And the roads are not 75, 80 mile an hour roads.
No, they would be like back, except from here to Anchorage, it's like a freeway or a highway.
Mhm.
Everywhere else, it's like your backcountry highway roads.
Yeah, it's like your state routes.
You can't go super fast.
Yep.
So hopefully that answers your question.
You have to have an interest in why and where. Like, I want to go hiking. Okay, well then you go there to hike. Or I want to go fishing. Well, there you go there to go fishing. We can't just say, well, where should I go? Say, well, what do you want to do?
Yeah, it makes it hard.
Yeah.
Hobby Garden says, you guys are warmer than us in Fraser Valley, BC right now.
I bet.
I think we're warmer than most of the country right now.
It's crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm. Fraser Valley is beautiful, by the way.
I love all your content, but especially love the ones where you travel to different areas. Good. Hope you will do more.
We will.
Lori, you must have missed earlier, but yes, this whole summer is going to be dedicated to traveling around Alaska and northern Canada. Well, in Canada. So yeah. We're going to be on the road a lot this year. Rewind once we're done here and we'll talk. You'll see what we got coming up.
We didn't spill all the beans, just a couple beans.
I lived in Valdez for a year. Amazing. That's really cool, Bill. I didn't know that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I think that would be a hard town to live in, especially in the winter.
No.
Because
there's riding,
but it's so Thompson Pass. You have to drive through Thompson Pass to get to Valdez, and that's the snowiest part of Alaska. They get amazing amounts of snow. In fact, from January 10th to the 13th, a 3-day period, they got over 108 inches of snow. So the road closed. It took days for the DOT to clear the highway, and amazing, but beautiful place. Absolutely. I don't know how I would do Alaska. Moved from New Jersey to St. Augustine, Florida for warmth. It's a crisp 38 degrees now. So we're the same temperature.
Same temperature.
That's the one thing Gary asked me when we made the decision. He's like, can you do winter? And I'm like, I don't know. But surprisingly, I thought Hawaii ruined me for winters. Because I lived in Hawaii for 3 years.
Right. It's just it's how you
It's your mentality.
Your mentality and your activity level during the wintertime and what you do. You gotta get out and do. And regardless, so we don't have snow on the ground right now. Well, there's still some trails available. We could take our side-by-sides out and go to the glacier or something like that.
Yeah.
So there's still adventures we can do.
Absolutely.
And I would like to do that probably pretty soon.
That would be fun. It would be a fun video. Take them along.
Right.
Have you guys been to McCarthy yet?
Absolutely.
It's deep on our bucket list. Yes.
Yes. Really cool place.
McCarthy's really cool. Kennecott, hardest hike of my lifetime. One of the hardest hikes of my lifetime. We did out of Kennecott. We also did an air tour with McCarthy Mountain Air and went all the way out to the Gulf of Alaska over the ice fields.
Beautiful.
Absolutely amazing. Don't skip McCarthy if you have a chance to get back there. It is a little rough ride. It's 60 miles of dirt to get there.
But it's
very doable.
Yeah. There, if you've got a car, you can take car park there. There's a little hotel in town and get the hotel.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going and staying at one of the hotels or the lodge.
Yep.
The Kennecott Lodge.
Kennecott Lodge would be nice. Holy crap.
Dino, hello guys. How are you both keeping?
We're keeping pretty good.
We're doing pretty good.
Keeping on.
Are you releasing the UK videos? Yes, I will eventually make them. It's hard because
developing the timeline and the story with all the video.
We did very little vlogging. Vlogging is when we talk to the camera and like talk to you directly, and that's because we are with our friends and we don't vlog comfortably in front of others.
Yeah,
we naturally do it with just the two of us, but when we have other people around, it's awkward and sometimes they don't want to be in the picture. Or in this case, with our friend Jeff, he was making funny faces a lot. That's Jeff's personality.
Yeah.
So yes, I've got to think of a way to construct the video into the way that I story.
And there's going to have to be some voiceovers and
a lot of B-roll,
a lot of B-roll,
and then there was a lot of times I didn't pick up the camera either. We were just purely enjoying ourselves.
It was a vacation for us, and
well deserved.
Yep,
well deserved.
Although the excursions we did do were amazing, especially the beaches of Normandy and northern France. That may be a whole video on itself.
Our guide was amazing.
He was awesome.
His name was William. He was from the Netherlands, and he loved World War II history so much that he left his homeland and moved to France and does these tours. And he was a
wealth of information and just he loved what he was doing.
Yeah. Since we've been home, we've been watching Saving Private Ryan, and then
Band of Brothers.
Now we're watching Band of Brothers to fully immerse ourselves.
And it's really cool to associate the story with the location and to be able to say, we've been there.
Oh, we drove by that church.
Yeah. And that church is still standing.
And even though that's still Hollywood,
there's still truth to it.
Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, they did a really good job of bringing that history to the screen. So that's kind of what we've been doing in our evenings. We just sit down and watch an episode or two. I will admit Band of Brothers is a little too graphic so was Saving Private Ryan. There's a lot of just shoot 'em up.
Well, I mean, it's war
stuff. It's war.
It's graphic war. It's the Nazis fighting.
So
it's war.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to watch, but you're not supposed to say those words. YouTube could say, nope, this video is done.
It's the Germans. There you go.
But very interesting.
Yeah,
Going to Normandy was absolute highlight of our cruise. And I think all four of us felt that.
Yeah.
So yes, eventually I'll get those videos up. Just life has been busy and crazy. And when I make a video, it literally can take, it can take 10 hours, sometimes even more. So I have to get up and move, and then, so
anyway.
Yep.
We're going to try to.
We're going to try, yes.
Well, it'll happen. I just don't know how far out.
P&Js, please keep us posted as where you will be in August and September. We're headed back up there for a month. Maybe we can meet up. Not a problem. Yeah, if I remember right, you're near Lake Roosevelt.
Oh,
I believe. Rest in peace, Spirit.
Yes, thank you very much. She is resting much better now.
We are at an hour and a half. I think we should probably say toodaloo. This new adventure sounds like fun. Can't wait to see all your travels. Sounds like a dream job. It truly is a dream job. I never thought in a million years.
We haven't worked it yet, so we don't know.
But I never thought in a million years I'd be offered this opportunity. It's going to be a lot of hard work. We're going to be extremely busy. I am going to be extremely dedicated to get a video to you guys at least, hopefully once a week. It might have to move to every 2 weeks, but that's my goal is to keep my schedule.
Yeah.
I think it's very important that I keep a schedule, and that's why we're on today. You guys are cool. Thanks for answering my questions. Look forward to future videos. Well, thank you for watching. Watching from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Ooh, nice.
Love your content.
Thank you.
Travel lots. Just be safe. We're always safe.
Yep.
Oh, you're in New York State. Why did I think you were in Eastern Washington? I don't know.
The little difference there.
Brain is scrambled. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us today. If you like this video, please give that big thumbs up if you haven't done already.
I'm sure most of you are already subscribed because you're watching us here.
Yes.
But please, if you're not, please do subscribe. We have found that the subscriber count on some of these videos that are being watched is pretty low. So it helps us out.
Things have slowed down a little bit, which is it's okay. It's crazy how fast we grew when my mom passed away. But it was weird, actually. The algorithm and pushing that content, I mean, death and grief, and it's weird that people grasped onto us then. And right now we're kind of in the deep of winter, and I wish there was more things we could do, but the weather is not cooperating.
On the calendar, we're deep into winter.
Yes.
In actuality,
it's
a mess out there.
I feel like we should be in Spokane with this
breakup weather right now.
But thank you all. Just as a reminder, we do have our Living Free Alaska private Facebook group page. On that page, in that group page, we post semi-regular, real-time update what we're doing. Versus YouTube could be a week or two behind real life. On Facebook, we're always
a little more current.
Yeah. So if you go to facebook.com/groups/Living Free Alaska, you'll find our Freedom Family page. But yeah, thank you for joining us this morning in coffee. I really appreciate it. We look forward to bringing you more content in the future, and truly a lot more Alaska.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, just the north too, not just Alaska, but we're gonna be in Yukon and Northwest Territory,
traveling all around, and hopefully find some really cool stories. There's another content creator out there. If you've watched, his name's Dustin Porter, Destination Adventure. Now I know I will never amount to his type of
his quality
of videography.
Yeah.
But that's kind of, I want to find the stories of the North and bring that type of content to you, of these small towns, ghost towns, big towns, attractions, things to do, things to see while you're in this area. The North is so beautiful. It's so different, still wild. And that's what I love about it. Still new.
It is.
Even though very old.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, you have a wonderful, wonderful week. We will see you again next Wednesday, probably in a long format video.
Probably so.
I like the fact that you guys like these lives.
Yeah,
so maybe,
kind of fun.
We say it all the time. Well, maybe we'll do this more often.
It's been a little bit, but
it's kind of cool. Our new setup worked. The battery never depleted. Seems like the microphones are working. So I'm very excited about that. And until next time, guys, love on your loved ones, live free, and remember, tomorrow is never promised.
Right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next week.
See you next time.